His business keeps Dubai cool. His network keeps deals hot. Dr. Rajeev exists at the intersection of infrastructure and influence. And in today's episode of Networking Powerhouses, he is revealing his blueprints.
I think that changed me.
Which one people do not believe maybe at the very beginning when you meet and start to talk to them?
We offer service. We make the customer feel safe.
You're part of many business councils, just to name a few: Spanish, Indian, Australian, Italian.
That's how life goes on.
Yeah.
So we try to give back to the society when we can and finding time to do it.
Rajeev, good
Wow.
morning. How are you?
Eleona, I knew you were good, but not this good.
Oh, thank you so much.
Okay.
To start the conversation with the compliments, what can be better? But it's all going to be about you today. Are you ready?
With easy, simple questions. Then you get the
Absolutely.
truth.
To begin with, we all can read about you and about your achievements online. Just Google it. But I want to start with the person behind the profile. Let's go back to your childhood. I promise just a glimpse into there, but as the kid, what was your dream? Whom you wanted to become once you grew up? And how close it to the reality that you have now?
Interesting question. Childhood was tough because my mom was very strict. No liberties, nothing. Dad was liberal. But I think that upbringing helped me a lot. And I think the engineering college changed me from an introvert, studious guy to an extrovert. So the 4 years living alone in the campus, not under the control of my mother and the pampering of the home, I think that changed me. And if you ask me what you wanted to become in life,
Yes.
young days, it was very difficult those days. You plan a career in engineering and then you take it as it is, being very open. Somebody says that when I was born or when I was 20, I wanted to become that. I would
It
say
wasn't
far
like
from
that.
reality. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Your path guides you and sometimes the path takes you to the right place. And I think I'm at the right place.
Absolutely, because you became so successful in what you do, and we will come into details to that part. But also, you have the engineering degree, you hold an MBA, you have a doctorate in marketing. And as we're talking today a lot about networking and power of connections, of course, the most important and essential part at any of the networking event is the introduction. So once you introduce yourself and tell about all of that background and degrees that you hold, which one people do not believe maybe at the very beginning when you meet and start to talk to them?
Degrees and everything I feel in today's world are necessary, but they don't guide your path again. For example, engineering was one. In those days, you have to be an engineer or a doctor, an architect, being a very open statement.
Yeah.
Took up engineering, did mechanical engineering 4 years, have a Bachelor of Technology. Life moved on, career, jobs, first with a Japanese company, Toshiba, then with a French company, Framatome.
Okay.
My mother felt that I was wasting my time spending all the money of the parents, pushed me off to Dubai. And I think that was the right thing.
Wow.
Came here, started a career, and that's what did the job. From an upper middle class family in India, but she said you have to make your own path. And coming to degrees, then took an MBA, and then finally the doctorate was during the COVID days,
Yes.
because COVID days was bad because you sit at home and fight with your wife and you have nothing else to do. After many years of marriage, fighting you lose, so you have to do something. And that evolved the study into the doctorate.
The doctorate.
It was nice. But I would say that end of the day, what again keeps a person different is his connections with the market. That is more important, I feel. Because today's world, everybody is educated, but it's always the connections, how people see you, how people like you. And that's what is the punching point or that's the
Yeah.
thing. That's it.
Amazing, Rajeev. Well, you're a very wise man, because instead of keep on fighting with your wife, you just took the
Yeah, because what I
doctorate.
normally try to win all arguments, win all deeds. But here I felt that I was losing all fights. So
And that's smart. That's why I'm saying you're very wise. Well, let's come back to the main core of what you do, the business, ESPA company. Let's go into the background of what it does when you join them and what the products and services.
So it's
you
basically
offer.
what has happened is that I was working for a leading group here called MHY Khoury. We were the distributors of ESPA. And I was there for 15 years, primarily between 3 sectors of projects, retail and the swimming pools.
Okay.
And then my dad was not well. My sister is in US, so I had to move back to India. And for a couple of years, when ESPA approached me to take charge of the Indian subsidiary, then it got into the Middle East subsidiary, then it became for MENA and APAC. So that's it. So my old employer became my distributor because we enjoy a very close relation with the Khoury family. And that was the starting point of the career. And it continued. So it's been 30 plus years here. And that's it. I don't like to say 30 plus because then you'll judge my age. So I came at the age of 5. Yeah.
Okay, I forget about that phrase. But 30 years, it's that stability. Not everyone can really say.
I think one of the reasons for that is being with the same product, same sector, same people. So here, if you look in my industry now, I don't think there's anybody here who has been in the same sector with the same product line for 30 years. So that obviously gives you a market trust. And I think
everybody
knows everything fell right in the places. We don't know how long, but till now has been good.
Yes, absolutely. I can see that because the food pans not just in the Middle East, but also APAC, as you mentioned, South America, Africa, all the regions.
So as a company, ESPA has subsidiary in 12 countries. So here we had a subsidiary in Hong Kong, which we have closed now. But other than that, we now, MENA area, we're pretty strong. In Dubai, we are one of the biggest brands. Saudi, we are good. Qatar, we are good. So all the sector of GCC, AGCC, we are good. We're expanding into Africa because Africa 25 to 2050 is the future.
Of course, everybody's talking about that.
And then also Asia Pacific, some countries we are doing. We're a small company, medium-sized company based in Catalonia in Girona. And we do some other product range. Basically, we cater the MEP sector.
I see. No, that's a great journey. And especially with so many regions, they are wildly different business cultures over there. And many people who want to expand their businesses, go outside of one region or one country, they always want to learn from experienced businessmen what to do, how to escalate, how to expand the business. So which lessons or tricks or advice you can give for those who want to go abroad and scale up their business?
So what I could find in this market is there is no tricks or shortcuts. But again, today's world, wherever the product is, they all enjoy a reasonable level of quality, plus or minus 20%. That should not be a decision-making factor to judge whether the product is good or bad. But what is the decision-making to judge a product is the accessibility to the team and the serviceability. You buy a product, you need to have a service. When you call for a service, they ask you when you bought, how many years, charge you more and more and more. So here in ESPA, we have not kept any number of years for warranty. We take it like it is. Our distributors around the place also follow that. They have their own service team. We have our own service team. So we try to keep the customer happy. So for me, the reason was one, accessibility to the market. I would say I'm the only managing director who has his mobile number on his card, where a technician, dealer or retailer can contact me. And serviceability factor is something by which we offer service. We make the customer feel safe. And we're a critical item. It's water.
Yes.
So how much ever we do, we have had challenges there. But I think our distributor, who is primarily responsible for this, the Khoury Group, which is a company called Emirates International under the group, they're doing a phenomenal good job. Because I was there 15 years. Now I'm on the other side of the table.
Yes.
But we work as a family.
But that's life. Do you get the calls at midnight asking?
I don't personally get the calls, but the team is good. We don't get calls at midnight. Again, here I will take a very Western answer. Our products are good. We don't have much complaints.
Oh, good one.
And if we have something, we blame the weather. Just lightly. No, there's not much of a thing. Because here another factor is also there that the developers and the consultants have very, very tough specs. And sometimes we reach that, sometimes we don't reach that. We don't reach that, we don't get the job. If you reach that, we keep. And I would say we're one of the companies who offer up to 5 years. We provide mobile van for. We do a lot of things to keep the customer happy. More important thing is the networking and the interaction we do. We do retail seminar, we do consultant seminar, we do contractor seminar. We take the people to our factories in Spain to show that we exist. We are a real factory. And that's it. Marketing has its own challenge. So I think we live up to all that.
Yeah, no, that's true. Wow, it's great to hear that you do a lot of networking even within the company, because also the core of what we talk is about the power of networking. And I know that you are the part of many networking organizations, associations, business clubs. You're part of many business councils, just to name a few: Spanish, Indian, Australian, Italian. You are all South Africa, talking about the business clubs, of course, CEO Clubs Network, IBPC, And not to mention EurAsia Gulf business platform, some people hardly imagine just one business community. How do you operate within
It's
all
a
of
simple
them?
trick.
Yeah.
Whenever you meet anybody, they say, let's go and become a member of a business club. We do business. So people come to the business club. Next day, they want a business. It doesn't work. I'm a people's person. I come to make friends because eventually friends get you business. So this is what I personally feel. Coming to business clubs, we became a part of the Spanish business club because originally your company is from Spain. We are responsible for a reasonable imports from Spain to this country. The consulate, the embassy, and the Spanish Business Council helps us a lot. We promote Spain. We take people to Spain. We are a part of many of the projects. So obviously, you're a member of that. Second, the other countries is the countries where I operate with. I work with many consulates and embassies with the commercial office where we want to expand business. So obviously, being a part of those respective business council helps us in our footprint there.
Yeah.
And later in some countries, like we go to Latin America, South America, there what happened, we are all still in touch with the embassies or consulates or the business council here because Dubai is like a handkerchief. And when some opportunity comes, we pass it on to a subsidiary that side because we have our own independent subsidiaries in Germany, France, Italy, and in South America, in China. So that's how
the secret sauce
services.
is. Yes.
We just get the information. It's nice. We are part of the thing. And again, one more thing is that you get to know about different types of businesses.
Yes.
You get to know about the industries. You get to know about the challenges. And so it's not only for business. It's just to get the market awareness. So I think, and in Dubai, I think the networking has reached a big success because networking is much more than business now. Rather than sitting in your desk from 8 to 5, you network from 5 to 8.
More,
That can make a difference.
Yes.
So my advice is very simple. Just don't join a business club. Say, tomorrow I get a business, which we also find some people coming, what do you do? Can I come and meet you tomorrow? That's not how it works.
Yeah.
You become a friend. That's all.
So true, because you mentioned few of the very obvious reasons of why to go and network to different business clubs and or associations. But what I find very maybe underrated benefit is that people never say that, oh, I go for meeting the friends, but networking is about people. And I personally met so many good friends, not just here in Dubai, but I met some Belarusians who live abroad, but we met in Zurich at some business event. And like, if not that business networking, I would never know them. Yeah, so despite the very obvious reasons where you look for the partners, where you look for investors, where you want to expand your network and connections, there are many very nice, underrated benefits. Would you agree?
Yes, if you ask like that, benefits again, what I meant that the same answer like the previous question.
Yeah.
People should not go to a business club looking for business. The underrated benefit is you make friends. Those friends become your backbone. That friends, because Dubai is a country where you have a lot of acquaintances, but to have the number of friends are limited. A typical example, when I left the comfort of the Khoury group and moved to India, you had a handful of people calling you. Today you're back at the top of the position. My parties are full. My get-togethers are full. So it's a place you have a lot of acquaintances, but you count your friends are less. And business clubs, you get a lot of friends. And of course, I should give it to EurAsia Business Council.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, yes, because we've seen you so often there. You are part of our EurAsia Gulf business family, I call it in this way. And we value your appearance, your help, your partnership.
I'm going to tell you, not to make some or Nawara happy, but there is a reality there is that in our other business council, we talk of Spain, you have the Spanish companies. Here we are getting access to about 20, 25 countries.
Yes.
I was really skeptical. They told me come and attend 3-4 meetings and you become a member. But I became a member after the first meeting because I found that the interaction was good. Language is not a barrier. You're getting insight into the Eurasian sector where you had no access before. You get to meet diplomats, trade members. And one striking factor, what I found is, which I think is what keeps business council alive, because there's a lot of business council not doing well. So here what I found is that your team, your management really keeps in touch on why. Because I remember I don't go for 2 meetings and they call me as what happened? Are you not happy? Are you getting your things? Did you meet people? And also they ensure that everybody who are in a meeting are introduced to each other, whether it be use or no use, it's always there. So I think EurAsia that way stands out in terms of friendship and fellowship.
Thank you so much for your kind words. Well, besides all the business councils, besides all the business organizations, you are also the part and actually ruling as the president or vice president for some other trade organizations. And the one that I would like to focus specifically on is Fire and Security Association. Can you tell more what
It's
you
basically
do
the Fire
there?
and Safety Association of India, which is a big, powerful body controlling the norms and regulations of the fire safety. And we have about 30,000 members in India. So an international chapter was formed. We work with the Dubai Civil Defense, and the objective is to educate the people. And actually, the Dubai rulers have a plan to educate the people of 1 billion people having training in fire around the world. Because when a fire happens, people do not know what to do.
They
So
panic. They just panic.
They just panic. And we have an online short course where the people go through it, answer the questions, and the Dubai Civil Defense gives them a certificate. So we are planning to come to all the business councils to make the people aware. So in a house, when the child or the nanny doesn't know what to do at the fire, having a basic awareness is always good. And in Dubai, literacy is very high, even if it's a nanny. And they can easily go through this. They get awareness. It's nice. People don't know what the glass chamber is at every floor. People don't know that. Of course, you should panic, but not to the extent what happens today. And that's it. So it's our. So like you said, it's not only for business or friendship. Sometimes we follow some objectives into reality. So the fire safety hazard is something which is necessary. So we try to work. We just started the organization here. We are requesting members, business council to be a part of it. We have a good team here.
Yeah.
And coming to the Indian Institute of Interior Designers and the body there, it's a body of Indian interior designers and architects. And there what has happened is that design solutions, design help, construction, the latest trend. And I'm also the ambassador for Middle East for IFI, is the International Federation of Interior Designers and Architects based in New York.
Okay.
It has got about 70 countries as members. We wanted to start a MENA region for all the designers to come together and all that. But you can't do everything so fast. So it can't work.
Already what you're doing
So
is
what happened is that
impressive.
this has not been kicked off, and then you had the COVID, and after that you had things, and the projects are going in full swing. So that's how life goes on.
Yeah.
So we try to give back to the society when we can and finding time to do it.
And you I don't know how you find the time for all of that, because that's so many things and different businesses and different spheres. But
as long as some objectives are met, and this is it, and we are happy that we are a part of the big wheel which keeps this country moving.
Yeah, so more impressive facts. I know that ESPA's products are presented in 50% of the buildings in the UAE. That is enormous, and 90% of which are in villas. How you came to that?
The percentages may vary, but still we enjoy a very sizable margin. So if you have a sizable margins is a wrong word. We don't have margins. Otherwise, we enjoy a sizable share in the market, and especially in villas and buildings. We have a lot of footprint like Skyview Tower, Al Wasl Tower. You take projects, anything we are there. Sidra, Arabian Ranches, Greens, Mira Oasis. And if you go to Abu Dhabi, all the Benias jobs and the big tower, Shoba, we are there. The Al Wasl, which is coming there, we are there. Sial Tower. Yeah, so the touch wood, it is good. We follow a very strict this thing. So I would say it's nice.
Yeah. And did networking helped you to scale up that numbers? Because like you're with the engineering background and suddenly you are in the heart of networking. How for you this, first of all, shift happened? And
as I told you, I'm a people's person. I like to be with people. I like to mingle with people. Again, but for the products to stick here, your product has to be good, number one. More important is the client, the consultant, the contractor should feel that you are reliable in terms of service, which was a big factor for me for 30 years. And then being a part of many of the business councils and things helped a lot. So it gives you a credibility, it gave you an image, it gave you a part of the community. That helped a lot. And here again, I would say the business council helped quite a lot. But the product stands and the service stands. For me, the most important part in any business is service, service, service. That's the first, second, and third important word.
I like that. That's so true. Well, we live in Dubai, the place which is one of the most multicultural place on planet Earth. And you love traveling, more than 80 countries that you visited. So, of course, we cannot not to talk about the cultural nuances. How do you take them in the scale from 1 to 10 while dealing business? Is it important to understand what the other cultural nuances of the people that you communicate, talk, and do business?
I think cultural advantages or cultural differences play a big part. And the typical example for me was after 15 years when I moved to India, when my dad was not well, tried to start a business. I later tried to do it with ESPA when I became a part of the management. I found that India was really difficult. It's like you're dealing with 20 to 25 countries where the people are totally different, the attitude are different. Being in Dubai for 15 years, we thought we could rule India, but we found India was very difficult. We had to have a different approach, be in a place, grow slowly, and then try to spread all over India. You go to Bahrain, it's a different wavelength. You go to Saudi, it's different. You go to countries like Azerbaijan, Dagestan, it's different. So I would say that each place we have to work according to the topographical locations, according to the culture, try to get to know the people. And again, what I said in your first question, relationship plays a big role. You should meet the people, try to be a part of them, and generate a trust. Like people joining business council for business on day one. Like this way, business doesn't work.
Yes.
And we always try to be with a partner for quite long. If you look at our partners, they have been with us for many years. And if anything goes wrong, 2-3 years, we give a chance and then only we move out from them. So I always believe the long-term relationship plays a factor. Yeah.
I'm on the same page with you. Yes, that's what matters. And that's why you're so trusted here in the UAE and worldwide as well. Well, to end up, of course, as every conversation nowadays goes, with the topic of sustainability and digital transformation. That's all matters, and that's our reality that we live with. So in terms of sustainability, your company ESPA works toward that direction, and what do they do?
You're 100% right. Today, if you are in a person, people first ask you, how is your family? Second, they ask you, what's sustainability?
Yeah.
I would say that apart from my eating habits, our company follows sustainability to a bigger extent. Talking technically, our products are motor driven, and when the motors work, they draw a lot of electricity. So with the variable frequency system and other thing, the motors draw electricity according to the way the load comes in, which obviously saves the electricity, which obviously saves the cost, which makes it sustainable. We have supplied about 10,000 of such products for villas here, which is a variable frequency driven pumps here. So according to the consumption, the current is drawn, people save money. For bigger sets, we have done with that. Skyview Tower has our VFD driven pumps. A Sial Tower, yes, I can't recall exactly. And also I think Al Wasl Tower. And the villas, many villas, we have VFD driven pump. So as per today, like every country, we try to do our bit for giving back, saving. We have a shortage, everybody knows. People follow COP28, COP29, and yes, exactly. Yeah. So that's a part of it.
Absolutely. And what about the digital transformation, specifically in terms of networking? Will it change?
It's a big debate. Digital transformation will take jobs, will do this. But I think, again, in terms of business council can never change because it's human interaction, it's human things. And today, it's that. Dubai is a place where you make from acquaintance to friends, and the digital space cannot change that. Of course, the systems can become more effective, more productive, like we sit and chat on this system, which was not there 10 years before. So that'll only help us. But at the end of the day, I think personal interaction is important. So I don't think nothing will change in our networking platform, which has to be physical.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Rajeev.
Thank you very much. And you have been very good asking the right questions.
And it's you're nice very good bringing the humorous answers, because what I know about you, besides all your area of expertise where you are knowing the right things, how to do the business, you also have a fantastic sense of humor. So I enjoyed the conversation. But when I first met you, I think you didn't talk to me for the first 4 months. You're waiting for my humor to come out? I was waiting for our interview. I was getting ready for it, you know? Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Rajeev. Thank you. Bye, ciao.